Hey guys, what's going on? Going to go through this last week Jeff Bishop's Bullseye trades. It was quite a good one. I think a lot of people maybe sat this week out. The market was kind of crazy, especially Friday when VIX was ripping up for no apparent reason. It's kind of crazy. So it was definitely an odd week in the market, but Jeff Bishop delivered pretty nicely. Again, it wasn't the easiest of trades this year. Hasn't been the easiest for Jeff's Bullseye trades. If you're not familiar with the concept of what a bullseye trade is, then I'll leave a link to this article in the description below. It's basically my review of all of Jeff Bishop's trades from the start of 2022, and so it leaves without any doubt really what the track record of these trades are, which is sometimes missing from these services. So I think it's a good thing to do. And so this week was ERX. I put the contracts. It's always an option, either a call or a put. Usually you get some information on it. So, for example, you'll get like basic information about why he's thinking about doing this trade. So I'll show you that in a second. First of all, I've been talking a lot this last week about AlgoPro. So I've written a full review article and done half a dozen videos or so all about this algorithm or indicator system, where it basically tells you when to buy, when to go short. I'll leave a link in the description so you can come and check it out. It is going up slowly in price at the moment. It was, well, at the time of writing this article, it was $150 for a one-time fee. Usually these things cost about $1,500, so it was really cheap. It's already gone up another 20 or 30 bucks. So if you click on this link in the article, it will show you the current price. A lot of people are jumping in on this. It's a really good system. I've written all about it. The videos themselves that I've embedded in here will show you why I like it so much, why it's so useful. And it was also very useful in this week's Bullseye trades as well, which I'll show you as well. So lots of different things here. The signals are really good. Here's a typical buy signal from it. Zoom in here, it's kind of blurry, but you can see the buy signal here. It gives you a stop loss, an entry price, and then different profit targets as the stock trends up. I think this is just SPY. On here. So it's really good. I would definitely jump on this before they increase the price. It's a well-known system. The only downside is I'd say the support's not the best that I've seen, but it's definitely as good as something like Lux Algo, which I also use. I'm finding myself using AlgoPro more and more, especially in conjunction with systems like Bullseye trades to help get the best possible entry and exit for these different services. So let's have a look at Bullseye trades. Just log into Raging Bull here. And I'll show you what the trade was. So we go in here. A lot of people don't think I'm actually a member of a lot of these services, but everything I review I'm a member of and actively trade as much as I can. So Jeff Bishop Bullseye trades, weekly updates. So this is what you get when you're a member of Bullseye Trades, and this was this last week's email. I'm just expanding it out so that we can see some comments from real users as well. So this is what you get. Usually it's an email form, but sometimes it's easier just to show you on the actual website. So basically, Jeff was saying it's been a choppy few weeks in the market lately. He was talking about last week's Bullseye trade, which was ARM. It's a good example on why selling options, blah, blah, blah. So if you're interested in selling options, I'll leave a link in the description below. ThetaTraders.com is one of my favorite services for selling options to collect premium, and it's a lot of fun to do that. So definitely check out the description. There'll be lots of links to useful things like that down below. So check that out. Looking down here, he has in nice highlighted yellow here says my bullseye pick this week is ERX, and for you guys that aren't familiar, basically every Monday morning he pulls up one of these trades. It's an options trade and it comes out Monday morning before the market opens, and the whole point is you have to do a little bit of your own management in terms of figuring out when to enter, when to exit. He is available in the comment section, as you'll see, but this is a $97 a year service, so this is not like your hands being held. This is like a due diligence service for you, and it's extremely low cost, and you can get it at that $97 specifically on my website right here. So in the review article, if you go to check out the best possible deal to buy Jeff's trades here, that's where you can get it for $97 for a whole year. and you can't say fairer than that. It's ridiculously good. So a lot of these times, these trades will make hundreds and hundreds of dollars just with one or two contracts straight off the bat. So anyway, the bullseye pick this week was ERX. So he's saying for my trade of the week, however, I'm looking to go with oil stocks instead of looking to buy just one stock. I'm looking to buy a leveraged ETF of a basket of the best oil companies. There's a lot to discuss. He does a 11 a.m. Eastern time thing where he talks about stuff. I used to go to that, but I'm so slammed these days and don't have time to go and listen to him talk about all this stuff. But it was really useful when I was going. Anyway, the basic bare bones of it is, of course, ERX will not be an easy play this week. They never are. These trades have become difficult, and that's where other tools like AlgoPro comes in, and or your own technical analysis and ability to time entries and exits. And so he says nothing ever is. The stock is already up several dollars in pre-market today as traders are piling into oil stocks. That was to do with the Israeli war, I think, that came out at the weekend. My plan is to wait for an opening panic buying to subside and wait for any pullback during the day to day. This is where I will get started with my first purchase. Often I've found that with Bullseye, it takes a day or two before you get that pullback, so it's not always the first day. If things go my way, I'll get a nice smooth shot all the way to near 68 where I'd lock in the profit. If things don't go exactly as I want, then I'm looking to add to the position. And I think this is where people get kind of caught up, is they don't understand the dynamic nature of this trading style. It's bargain hunting, basically. So if you pile in at the top price that he suggests, then it's going to go against you a significant portion of the time, right? So you're going to get mad and stop out very quickly. It's about bargain hunting. It's about managing these positions. He has his plan, and really the question is, what's your plan? And the people that I see that do well, including myself with this, is the ones that have a plan of what they do for this type of trade, and don't just rely solely on what Jeff says in this yellow box right here. And that might be surprising for some people, but it's really trading, and it teaches you to have your own ability, your own strategy, and not just rely blindly, which is very difficult on other people. Even if you're paying them $97 a year, it's still difficult to, because the emotion comes into it. If you don't fully trust them, you have to fully trust what you're doing, not what somebody else is doing. And that's true for most alert services in general. And that's why sometimes these systems get like a bad rap. So anyway, I digress. So this is what he basically said. ERX, October 7th, $68 calls near a dollar. The stop is a close under 59. Again, every week I try and reiterate here, the stop is a close under, not if it dips under. That's not a close under. It has to close under 59 for it to be a stop out. And a lot of people won't read that properly and go, it's a scam, it went under 59, therefore he should have stopped out and blah blah blah. I'm a bit jaded tonight, I can tell. Maybe it's probably the lack of sleep from having a newborn baby. Anyway, so these are the targets, $68, $72. The first thing I wanted to show you about what happened really here is, let's get rid of the Beijing Bull stuff. Here is TradingView with the AlgoPro that I was telling you about on the days of the alert. So the alert came out on here on Monday, and then this is Friday on the right here, so everywhere in between. And you can see what happens. It's basically, there was this gap up, and we had this upwards trend for the first day or two. But then by Wednesday we had this gap down and we started to have this sell signal. So that is when you want to start to buy. It's when it starts to have the sell signal and we come up and we get a buy signal on this. People that did that got the move from here up to here, which you can see more clearly on the contracts. So these are the contracts. You can still see this W shape, right? You can see the W shape, which is visible. This is the price of the underlying on ERX. This is the contracts that Jeff recommended. And you can see the W that appeared, right? Now what's clear here is he was recommending that $1, which is this red line, you shouldn't be buying above $1. So you shouldn't have been buying any of this stuff up here. You should have been buying on the Wednesday below $1. if that makes sense. Because people will argue, well, we should have bought up here, and we would have stopped out down here. Well, no, because the whole idea is that you're buying at least $1 or below. Like, it's generally not a great idea to chase, and it does pay off sometimes, but the majority of times, best to get a bargain on these things. So people were buying down here, and I know a few people, and I'll show you a few examples of people that did. They were buying into 0.6, 0.7s. And that was like sometimes here, and that was basically, you could say, based on the buy signal from this algo. Lux algo also had a similar system as well, saying that you could buy, and then they benefited from this rally up. Now, what's interesting is the market actually really tanked, but this stock actually really rallied. So basically, this was a double. This was 100% winner if you played it smartly, if you did it in a way that made sense. And that's why I put it in as a 100% winner right here, an easy plus 100%. So a bit of patience and a little bit of use of either your own technical ability or just common sense. You don't even need the AlgoPro, for example. You just have to say, hey, the contract gap down on Wednesday. I like my odds here. There's 60 cents, 0.6, instead of 1. The chances of this dropping is very low compared to going back up, especially when you get this W pattern on the contract. So that's what happened with the contracts. You could have got as low as 0.6 all the way up to 1.8, which is ridiculous. That's like 200%, right? So it's pretty cool. So if we go and look at ERX here, this is the actual chart. So nothing spectacular really. We didn't get down to the stop, which would be 59, which would be away down here somewhere, like down here. But it doesn't look very remarkable, which a lot of these stocks don't. Often they don't go up that much, but the contracts are so volatile that you can get these huge 100 or 200% gains pretty quickly. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. I hope that the people that are watching this that may be put off by it read some of these comments, like Jeffrey Shaw one day ago sold half of my ERX for 100% win. Jeff was like, great job managing that trade, congrats. I'm not sure what Jeff did. It's not that relevant. Some people say, oh, I'm paying $97 for a year, Jeff should be doing this. It's like, these are Jeff's ideas. He's not going to spend all day every day helping people for $97 a year. It's just the nature of the game. He's got a business to run, and this is a really good service at a really good price, but you've got to understand the limitations. So people still asking things, is it still a good buy? It's 0.73 now. Jeff, are you in yet? I'm not in a trade yet, hope to get in a dip. So I don't think Jeff actually ever took a trade, but I know some other people did, and I think overall it was a decent trade. So pretty interesting. But like I said, go and check out the description below. I think you will enjoy looking at my AlgoPro review. It'll help you. Sometimes it'll help you rely not on alert services, but finding your own way to take trades that are profitable. And they're running a really good deal. It's like 10% or something of what it normally costs for lifetime for AlgoPro at the moment. But that seems to be slowly going away. So if you're going to jump on that soon. And then also check out thetatraders.com. And thetatraders.com is something that I've really had the privilege to work with over the last 2 years now almost. And some of this stuff is my bread and butter now, where I'm really using a lot of these strategies, these sell-side strategies, in particular selling weekly futures alerts to make some really nice passive income. And so Lance is amazing to work with. I think it's something you'd really find to be like a genuine way to make some good passive income. He has some results sheets and stuff here from 2022. You can ask him for 2023 results and he'll give you a copy of the latest. It's been just as good, if not better. So it's been pretty good. This is growing really fast and our prices are going up very quickly with this because of the demand for people joining this. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful, and I'll talk to you guys soon.